Hi guys, and welcome to Mr. Pool's Online Learning. This lesson is about interest. Okay, there's two basic types of interest that we're going to learn about as a fourth grader. Okay, the first type of interest is interest that the bank pays you. So, bank pays you interest. Okay, so the bank pays you interest. That's the first type of interest that we're going to look at. The bank pays you interest. So this is an example of how that would work. So there's Mr. Pool. This is me walking into the bank, and there's my money. I just got paid. So here's my money, and I'm going into the bank and I'm going to drop that money off. And let's say I put in $1,000, and I put $1,000 in on January 1st. So January 1. Okay, now I'm going to leave that money in for a whole year. And I come back on December 31st and I go to get that money out, and the bank says, here you go, Mr. Pool, you have $1,010. And I say, what? How did I get $1,010? I said, I just gave you $1,000 to hold for me and keep safe. And they say, well, you earned interest. Okay, so for keeping your money in there, the bank uses your money, and when you go to get it out, your money's still there, but it has earned interest. So I earned $10. And that would be 1% interest. And that's about the interest rate right now. So if they paid me 1% interest, I would get $10 at the end of the year, 10 extra dollars besides the money I have. So this is what it would look like. It would look like I would get my $1,000. That's my money. Then I would get interest, which would be $10. So the total I would get would be $1,010. And that would be my money. So I could leave it in there, and I could get more interest if I leave it in there, or I could take my money back out and I could have $1,010. And that's one form of interest. So that's beneficial to who? The customer, right? Yeah, I'm happy. See, I have a smile on my face, and I'm happy because I earned more money than I started with. So that's one type of interest. Now, there's a second type of interest. So this is interest that the bank pays you. Now, I'm going to show you of another type of interest that is a little different. Okay, so I'm going to erase this one. Okay, now in this example, okay, this is going to be an example of we are going to pay the bank interest this time. So imagine this situation. Okay, Mr. Pool's driving to work, or just anyone. It can be Mr. Pool, it can be anyone. Anyone's driving into work, and flat tire. They get a flat tire. They don't know what to do. They're sad. They go to the repair shop, and the repair shop says it's going to cost $300. And I open up my wallet. I say, oh no, I don't have $300. So luckily my bank is right next to there, and I go there and I don't have $300 in my bank. Let's say I only have $100 in my bank, and I'm supposed to get paid, let's say next week. So I'm going to get paid, and in the bank, I only have $100. So I can't get my car fixed. They can't fix my tire. So therefore, I can't get to work and I can't make more money. Well, I need to get to work. I need to get to work. I need to make more money. So therefore, I need to pay the $300. But how do I do it? Well, I can ask my bank. It's called a loan. So the bank can give me something called a loan. And on that loan, I'm going to pay interest. So they're going to say, hey, Mr. Poole, we'll gladly give you the $300, but in 2 weeks, you have to pay us $325 back. Okay, so in 2 weeks, we're gonna give you $300 to pay off the repair, and I can get my car fixed. But then in 2 weeks, you're going to have to pay $325 to us. Okay? And so it looks like this. So the bank gives me $300. I have to pay back. I have to pay back $325. So how much interest am I paying? The bank gives me this. I have to pay back this. So how much interest is the bank charging me? Yeah, the bank is charging me $25 interest. Okay? And this is what I have to pay the bank. So I have to pay the bank $25 extra. I have to pay them back the $300 because that's what they gave me. And then I have to pay them an extra $25. And that is the interest on the loan they gave me. Okay? So yep, I got my car fixed, and they gave me the $300. They smiled and they said, here, have $300. But you have to pay us back $325 in 2 weeks. So in 2 weeks, I had to go into the bank and I had to pay them the $300 they gave me plus an extra $25. And that's how the bank makes their money. That's how banks make their money. They make loans to people, and people have to pay them interest on those loans. And that's how they pay their employees, and that's how they pay out interest. Like the other example I just talked about, that's how they pay their customers interest also. So the banks take in interest, and they also pay out interest. Okay? So this interest I'm sad about because I have to pay $25. Okay, the other interest I was happy about because they were giving me free money. They were giving me interest. Okay, so 2 different kinds of interest. Both of them involve the bank. One of them's the bank is paying the interest. One of them, the customer is paying the interest. So in this example, the customer pays interest. Okay? So the customer pays the interest. That's me paying the interest. I have to pay the extra $25. All right. Well, guys, I hope you learned about the two different kinds of interest. The one the bank pays the interest, and the other one where the customer pays the interest. So, guys, take in all this knowledge, and maybe you can talk to your parents about maybe some loans or interest they may have, or they may be paying or even getting from the bank. Okay, so there's two different kinds of interest. All right, guys, happy learning. All right, have a great rest of your week. Bye, guys. Thanks for learning about interest, and be smart with your money. Bye.